Welcome back to the Time and Place podcast. My name is Brett. Mosey's not here physically, but he's still telepathically telling me what to do and say. Jacob's not here either, but that's okay. One day they will be. Today's episode, I'm just freestyling. I really haven't uploaded a podcast in a few days now. I guess I haven't. I kind of have a good reason for it. I went up to New York City, but it was kind of it wasn't very, I don't even want to tell that story. Creative block is not something that's been affecting me on the design side of the brand. Design-wise, I have not hit a creative block yet. I've just been producing and designing, and I'm really proud of all the designs I've come up with. We are going to be at the 904 pop-up on March 12th, and so that's kind of all I've been thinking about, is just making the most out of that event. It's going to be my first ever pop-up for Time and Place, and I just want it to be received well. I just want everything to run as smoothly as possible. But on the podcast side of things, I've definitely run into a creative block where I feel like I'm becoming kind of repetitive, talking about the same thing, sobriety, the brand. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still sober. Today's February 10th. I think it's like a few months now. I haven't been going to meetings or really doing any of the step work, but I kind of feel like it's unnecessary. I know that's not the right thing to say, but like, I've come such a long way. I still go out, I hang out with friends who still do drugs and alcohol, and it doesn't even faze me. Like, I don't even feel the desire to partake. And yeah. The podcast has been difficult to do by myself. I really like the way it flowed with Jacob and Mosey as co-hosts. We kind of bounced off each other's energies. I had, someone to talk for. I could be quiet. I was kind of like the director, and Mosey was like the quiet kid that just said a few words, and then Jacob was the one that went on these random tangents, but they always tied back into the topic somehow. And so I've been trying to find my own way of doing this podcast for myself, and it's been harder than I thought it was going to be. Kind of stressed out. Website did really well the first week, not so much the second week, but that's kind of my fault. I'm definitely not promoting the brand as best as I could. I really just post randomly on Instagram and expect people to start shopping, and it's that's not how it works. I think I'm gonna start pushing a little bit more on TikTok, just because TikTok makes things blow up for absolutely no fucking reason, but that's the beauty of it. I've been a bit distracted. Lady. When I went up to New York City, it really dawned on me that that's a city. That New York City is a fucking city, that's for sure. I lived in Tokyo, and I've been to LA, I've been to San Francisco, and of course San Diego, and all these different cities, but New York City is just something else. You get there and you walk around, and the fuck you attitude is, oh my god, I loved it. People are walking around like, fuck you, no offense. It's like a polite fuck you. It's not like everyone's just rushing. There's electricity in the air. I kind of feel like where I'm at location wise is not really the place to make a brand like Time and Place kind of pop off, but I'm gonna do the best I can and make it happen regardless. I'm super excited for the 904 pop-up. Pretty much what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have a table just full of samples, full of one of a kind pieces. So like, I'm gonna mass produce like just some box logos, and then everything else is just gonna be one of a kind samples. And so everyone's gonna have like a one of a kind object, and I think that's pretty cool. I really don't even care about turning a profit. If I can just break even and get the product out there, then I'll be happy. But it'll be cool just to like kind of see how the public receives Time and Place, and you know, I'm mostly excited for that. I'm mostly excited just to meet people, make conversation, get some feedback from people I do not know. Because you know, your friends will always tell you like, oh, it's cool, even if they don't feel that way, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So personally, whenever, like I was in the airport, and whenever someone comments on something I make, I never claim that it's mine. Like I was at the airport, and I was standing in line, I had my Time and Place Dickies on, and some guy was standing behind me, goes, Time and Place. And I turned around, I was like, yeah, it's my buddy's brand, it's whatever. He's like, no man, I think it's cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll tell my buddy you said that. But the moment you start saying, oh, this is mine, then they're just gonna, oh, this yours? Oh, it's amazing. Like, how do you really feel, you know? It's a bit of a gloomy day. It's kind of hard not to let gloomy weather affect your mood. When the sun's shining, it's like, there's something, I don't know. I need to get organized. Like, I have so many, the good thing about not having creative block with the design process is I have dozens and dozens of designs, but like, I don't even know which ones I'm even gonna take, which ones I'm not gonna take. Some of them don't really, like, I made a few samples with some other guys, and they're just not up to par with what I would be proud of, so I kind of have to like remake those on my own. Because I was making samples that just like this random dude, and he was just like, he wasn't paying attention to like any details. He was just fucking slapping the shit on his shirt. Like I definitely have like some little details that really matter to me, and so location and sizing and all that. So like I got like 20 shirts I don't even want to show anybody because they're just not printed in a way that I find appropriate for my standards. But I'm doing a bunch of Dickies. The Dickies are fucking, I like them a lot. I think it's a cool spin on a Dickie pant. So I'm just wearing all the hats, you know? Like I'm wearing every single hat that goes into this brand, and it's a little bit like, I'm trying to get good at all of them, but you can't, I feel like I'm spreading myself too thin. And I wish I could like have someone else jump on board and be a part of this with me, but I don't, but at the same time, then they won't do it to my stand. I don't know. I know if I was in San Diego, this would be easy. I would have plenty of partners to pick from, but here it's just like, I don't really know anybody. I interviewed Holyfield's manager, but that relationship kind of fell through due to another relationship falling through, so I kind of burnt that bridge, so that was a big bummer. God damn it, I don't know what to do with this podcast. I don't know. Is anyone even gonna watch it? I don't really care, it's more for me. But I just feel all over the place. I feel like scatterbrained. I feel like I'm just like, I set these high standards for myself, and when I don't meet them, it's like, fucking, I'm not so nice to myself. I think I'm just stressing out because sales have been slow. But I know why. It's because I haven't been, I don't know, dude. I don't, oh boy, I don't know. That's it. Alright, that's it. That's the podcast. Thanks for watching. Peace.